It seems to be some kind of melody. If only I could read music. Although I can make funny sounds with my armpits, I never practice my scales. La, 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 la. Normally, I have a wonderful singing voice. If only I could read music. Although I can make funny, I never. It seems to be some kind of melody. If only I. Although I never. I prefer stringed instruments. Not that I know how to play them. I even hit the wrong note when I strike the circus gong. The horn seems to be clogged up. I know you're supposed to blow into one end, and that's as far as my musical knowledge goes.
Are you blowing the foghorn again? You pathetic idiot! Come to my office at once before you wake Kalina!
Great. The horn is unclogged. Can those be Grandpa's pantaloons? Would have thought I'd see those again. Hang on. I'm coming to save you. But how? I can't reach it. My arms aren't long enough. That's so crazy. I don't even know where I try. Do I really want to live in a world where actions like that are rewarded? It sounds like Bando is getting a good chewing out. I'd better not go in there now. Sounds like Bando is getting... I'd better not go... Sounds like... Hi again.
Oh, it's you again. Was it you who blew the foghorn? It got me into big trouble.
I'm sorry if I caused you any trouble.
Don't ever do that again, you hear?
I can't make any promises that I can't keep.
Very commendable.
Isn't it? See you later.
Yeah. later. But please keep in mind, be nice and quiet. Like me. I, Bando!
Be quiet down there!
Wow, I'm still alive. Yippee. Oops, careful. There's a rather pointed nail sticking up from the floorboard. Oops, there's a... Oops, there's a... What's that peculiar squeaking? Hello? Strange. There are even more pearls. Incredible. I take just one. Nobody would be able to tell, considering the number. Wow, my own pearl. And it belongs just to me. It's the most valuable thing I ever owned. There's no more than 9,999 pearls now, though I can hardly see a difference. Wow! There's no more. No, mice squeak differently, don't they? I need some oil to get rid of the squeaking, wouldn't I? Strange. I need some oil. Strange. Uh-oh.
What's that? That can't be true. A pearl is missing. Somebody has messed with my pearls. Bando! Bando! Start the factory at once! Are you deaf? Bando!
Ah, nice of you to drop by. I have a big problem. Reuben wants me to get the factory running again.
But that sounds great.
Yeah, I'm all excited too. But I can't find my shovel anywhere. What am I supposed to do? Can you help me search?
I've got a shovel for you.
Really? That's great. Finally, I can start shoveling coal again. Beware, oh world! Bando is back, and he has a new shovel with which he is going to out-shovel all his opponents.
What's the ruckus? Bando? Oh, of course. The factory. That was high time. I will have my pearls restored in number again soon. I only hope that Kalita doesn't wake up from the noise. Keep calm, Reuben. As long as the Yakis stay on their side of the island, there's nothing to fear. Just don't get nervous.
The factory is running again. But there's no sign of Kalita yet. Noise alone doesn't seem to be enough. I see. Come on, Spot. Jump. Spot! Uh-oh. What did I do now? There's another room down there. I should be careful not to fall down. I could break my spine. I can't climb down there without any means. I'll break every bone in my body. Spot! There's hardly anything more fascinating than big fireplaces. How merrily the flames dance, devouring everything while crackling cheerfully in the process. Wow. This is the perfect place to warm one's hands, or to get blisters even. If you listen closely, you can hear voices in the crackling of the flame. They call out to me. I'm proud of me. I've made a human being very happy today. He even cries tears of happiness. I didn't want to get between him and his work. He'd accidentally shovel me into the stove and not even notice. I'd better get... He already got into enough trouble because of me. Despite the ventilators, it's pretty hot down here. That'll have to wait for now. After I've prevented the world from ending, I should have plenty of time to put my hand between fast-rotating metal discs. It's broken right through the middle. Everything is breaking down. Maybe the blaze of the furnace would be enough to weld the cogwheel. More likely, though, it would just melt. Then I'd never reach the other side of the island. Hey, Spot, I think I have an idea. Come here for a moment, will you? What's that? Insubordination? I'll show you. Well, let's have a go at it then. At least something is moving now, but there's something wrong with those cogwheels. Wow, I've made it. No trespassing, no admittance, step no further, prohibited area, keep out, yucky territory. That's a barrel, nothing more. Empty. Yeah, right. Yummy. Rainwater. Yum. A cabin. I wonder who lives here. I'd better find out if somebody's home first. Hello?
Ah, come on in, come on in.
It looks pretty comfy for the bed of a hermit. Why aren't you sleeping at this time of night?
This puzzle doesn't let me rest. I keep asking myself if there's anything I'm missing. Are you tired, little man?
Not really. I suffer from severe insomnia.
So why do you tinker with my bed?
All right, I'll stop it. Mulahai seems to have only the bare necessities in his kitchen. No better than Grandpa's kitchen, which is only filled with non-necessities. Can I try some of this?
No. There is only enough for myself. I hardly ever have visitors.
Do you ever wonder why? Can I have one of your glasses?
I'm afraid not. I don't have many possessions. There's nothing here I couldn't do without.
That's one of Mulahai's candles. It hasn't been used yet. Can I borrow that candle?
Yes, be my guest. Everyone needs a light to guide him through the dark.
And it is quite dark now. Mulahai seems to have no... He's lost in his puzzle. I don't want to disturb him. He wants to be alone. I can sure understand that. Nice place you've got here.
Thank you. I like living alone.
Oh, I can certainly understand that.
Loneliness is a real blessing.
I totally agree. But you seem to repeat yourself. I'd like to talk to you about Kalida.
What do you want to know?
I plan to wake Kalida.
That would be very foolish.
That's all? It would be foolish? Is there a reason to go along with that, perhaps?
None that you would like.
None that you would like, he says. One more question. Would I like the reason less than getting no answer at all? It's just that I can hardly believe it.
You are full of questions, and as long as you refuse to accept the answers, it will stay that way forever.
What did you mean the other time? I have found Kalida? I am part of her now?
I meant it the way I said it.
Arrogant and imprecise, then.
If that was your impression.
Oh. So where exactly can I find Kalida?
Kalida is always amongst us.
Really? Why doesn't she show up, then? Is it really asking too much to get a clear answer for once?
Maybe you're not asking the right question.
Oh, how about, when would you stop dancing around the issues? Enough of Kalida.
As you wish.
What's with all the candles?
It is my attempt to maintain the equilibrium of the island. All things are intertwined. The candlelight keeps away the 5 yakis that live on this island. It is said that if they meet with the other 5 in the dark, they'll begin migrating.
The other 5?
Yes, that's what's been told. Then they will cross the island together until they reach the pier, where they will sing their woeful song. Their song would wake Kalida, they say, which would have terrible consequences. That's why I make sure the candles are not blown out by the wind.
So the candles prevent the yakis from waking Kalida?
Essentially, yes.
What do you think about Reuben?
He's a fool. He thinks he can maintain the status quo by staying completely inactive.
That seems like a good strategy.
It is erroneous thinking. Nothing is immobile. All things are in motion, and that's how it should be.
You wouldn't say that if you knew what I know. Nothing. Would you mind leaving the candles alone?
No.
No. Oh, come on. It's important. We could all die.
Only stagnation means death. Remember that. There's no balance without movement.
Aw, man, that's just balderdash. I'm talking about a real threat.
It is not balderdash. It is rather one of nature's laws. No balance without movement. It's like in this chess game here.
And how about I prove you wrong?
I told you that's impossible. So, what are you going to prove?
What are you playing?
It's a puzzle.
Oh, a puzzle. Maybe I can help you. I'm good at puzzles. What's the deal? Is it some kind of checkers?
Now, the problem is more of a philosophical nature, and it's instructive. The puzzle teaches us that it's impossible to create quintessential balance. All things must remain in motion.
Oh, yeah? We'll see about that.
You may as well try, but it's no use.
Okay, what do I have to do?
The queens can move horizontally, vertically, and diagonally, like in a game of chess. For completion, they must each be positioned in such a fashion that they cannot take each other out. But don't bother. Equilibrium without movement. Such a thing is impossible.
Well, let's have a try then. Hey, I think I've solved it. The queens can't take each other anymore.
Indeed. That is remarkable. I wouldn't have thought it possible.
You're not the first to underestimate me.
You have given me a new and rather more demanding puzzle to solve, young man. Can we imagine something like stagnation-induced balance after all? I will have to reconsider my work upon this island.
Does that mean you'll stop giving me mysterious speeches?
First of all, I will refrain from lighting any more candles. Who am I to determine better than the wind when a light has shone long enough?
No one. Sorry, that was just a slip of the tongue. See you later. I like the moon. It looks so sad. No wonder. It has to look down on this mess all the time. I used to tell all my sorrows to the moon. Then the nights grew too short to do so. No, I already carry the weight of the world on my back. I don't need the moon, too. Pretty dark there, except for the shining eyes of voracious predators. Hello, voracious predators. I am here. Wait a second. Maybe that wasn't very clever. Why did I do it in the first place? It's hardly the right time for collecting wood in the forest. I could interrupt voracious predators preying on unwary wanderers. Mulahai said something about 5 Yakis. Where might the other 2 be? A simple waste of time. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good place to put the candle. And here we go, Spot. Oops! I'd better leave it here. I don't want another Yaki to settle in under the bed.